What's good? What's good, everyone?
Cool beans. This is something for the people. How was your day?
My day's good. I can't complain. Just been out ripping, running, grinding, trying to handle business. One of the main things, trying to find time in the day to do all the things, when it's one thing after another, when you got family, when you got life, when you're trying to make moves in the right directions, you don't really have enough time to just sit around.
Right. It's- I was on Instagram. My wife sent me this post. It's this guy, and he asked the question. So if somebody told you, if your boss told you to be to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll be at work 8 o'clock on time almost every time. And
Yeah.
if you ain't there, you'll explain why you didn't make it, and it would be something ideally catastrophic, right?
Yeah.
'Cause, but if you
Or
told yourself,
if it's not catastrophic, you're
you
gonna
gonna
make
lie.
it look catastrophic.
Exactly.
Hmm.
But but when it comes to you and your own personal things, you'll set something up and then you'll just drop it.
Well, that's because, truth be told, money talks. Your boss pay you to be there. If you not there, you don't get your money that way.
But what I'm saying is, what he chalked it up to, it was a issue of self respect. You don't respect yourself enough to be like, I'm my own boss. Because if you're doing something or you said you was gonna do something, there's a reason you said it. There's a
Yeah,
reason. If you said you was gonna go work out, there's a reason you said you was gonna go work out. It's like
yeah.
it's ultimately there's a goal, and that goal should be payment enough. Making yourself happy should be paying enough. That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
yeah, we'll say that in an ideal world, yes, that should be payment enough. But in today's society, you're at work because you have to make this money. If you don't make this money, you can't pay these bills. You can't pay these bills, you can't buy no food. Like get cut off, you get kicked out, whatever, evicted, your home gets closed on. So you'll be there at that job because you need that. Yes,
But
you
you
need
need
the
to do
other
for you
things.
to like your health. You should do for you. Like if your objective is to work to lose weight to drop your blood pressure, then if you can make it to work at 8 o'clock, then you can make it to the gym whenever you set that time. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm just saying wants versus needs. Now,
Speaking of,
okay, saying that one thing real quick.
okay, do your thing.
You saying I need a job.
Mm-hmm.
I need money coming in.
You do.
If I don't get those things, I'm not happy. My wife's not happy. My kids ain't happy.
Mm-hmm.
Which all those other things on top of me not being happy is going to make me even more unhappy.
Right.
Now, my health, yes, your health is very important to you and should be important to everybody in your household.
Right.
But your health is not what's on the chopping block right now. Now, if they
But
say if you don't settle down, you're going to have a heart attack, that's more right now.
this is what I'm telling you. This is how I started living, bro. And I mean, it's a recent development, so I can't say I've been living this way since the dawn of time. But a recent development, my thought process now is your life is always on the chopping block.
True.
If you ain't gonna make it like paramount to almost any and everything, because I understand if I had to choose between the gym and Paige, like say she had a basketball game, I'm gonna go to my daughter's basketball game. But I'm gonna find once that basketball game is over, everybody needs to know that I gotta stay healthy. I gotta stay in shape. So if I gotta sleep more, I'm gonna sleep more. If I gotta work out more, I gotta work out more. But it's all I do all these things and keep myself healthy, just so I can ensure I'm here for you. That's my thought process. Because if you ain't here to pay the rent, then the rent don't get paid. If somebody
But
else will pick up the slack, but you know what I'm saying.
the main reason for that being is because you're here. You're that key figure right now. But if you're not here, you're right. Somebody gonna pick up that slack. I just look at it as nobody looks at picking up the slack because right now they don't have to. Versus,
I just want people to change their viewpoints. If you're watching this right now and you taking your health for granted and you sitting in you playing the back seat to everybody else, you play the back seat to life. Stop it.
but that's been meant for generations.
And that's
How
why
many?
men got to change.
How many men have died early, working themselves from
Most
the
men.
bone because of stress, things like that? Overworked, tired. Like that's why most men, they work until they die, because if they stop working, then they body don't know how to handle it because they've been doing this so long.
Right. That's why I'm saying the idea behind it is stop it. I'm not saying quit your job and go do no. There's a moderation and an ebb and flow to everything. If you working hard, you should have a moment for you. Everybody should have their moment.
True.
You know what I'm saying? If like I said, if I don't have time to take care of myself, then I'm gonna break down. It's just how it works. Stop changing the oil in your car. Yeah. How long is it gonna last?
Yeah, probably good. Probably
stop
like
washing stop washing your car. See what happens.
Yeah.
If paint start chipping, you got to look at yourself. You are a luxury item, and every man, every woman should look at themselves. I'm a luxury item. Your relationship shouldn't have issues based on your physical appearance in any way, because your ultimate goal is to be the best you. Now, if you got somebody who's a chubby chaser, that's different. Eat on, my friend. But for all those other people, if you're sitting up here, get your Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, the same way they look, you can look too. And I know people gonna be like, but they got the health things in the.
But the whole thing with that is, how many people out here have raggedy cars, had raggedy cars, and then when that car break down, they'll go get another car. And then mess up that car, and that car become raggedy. Instead of taking care of it.
That's all I'm trying to tell you. Hey, take care of yourself. Whatever that means. If it's mental, physical, spiritual, take care of yourself. That's what I wanted to give away for Shooting the Breeze. Taking care of yourself. I want that to be steered right into friend zone. How do you get out of the friend zone?
Well, for me, I'm a firm believer. There is a friend zone. I know a lot of people say, oh, there's no such thing as the friend zone. It is. I just choose not to be there. And the way I say you get out of it is to not be in there in the first place. And if you are in there, how you should get out is basically look at what is the real issue. I want these things. If I can't get those things, you can't get the friendship.
Right.
Bottom line. I don't care. Oh, well, we're best friends. And because a lot of people will say, oh, they want the friendship. Well, I'll take that back. A lot of ladies will say, I want the friendship before all the other extra things.
Right.
And I'm like, that sounds fine and dandy as long as nobody else is getting or reaping any benefits. Now, when benefits start getting received and stuff like that, and I'm not getting those benefits, I'm the sucker. Whether you want to call me the sucker or not, because you knew that I wanted more. Now, it is partly your fault because you decided, oh, well, I'll be the janitor instead of being the actual. If I want to be an entry-level position at a corporate firm, I'm not going to accept the janitor job. I just find another corporate firm to go be an entry-level in.
Right. I'm going to say, if you offer the entry-level position and it's a prestigious firm that you want to be on, and you do for some odd reason accept a janitorial job, never mistake your current position for your lifelong position. I'm saying that to say there's a conversation that needs to be had at that point. Hey, I did this janitor job to get on, but I am a lawyer by trade, or I'm whatever by trade. So I need to be put, we can do this friendship thing, 3 months, 6 months, next evaluation, whatever, we going to get to it, but we going to have this conversation, and we ain't going to make it 365 days before we have it.
But there's people. The only reason I say this is because, like, I've been put in the friend zone a couple of times, and I'm like, at some point in time, I'm like, nah, I don't want to be here. No, I'm not going to be here. It ain't going to take me 3 months. If I can't get out of this zone in the next couple of weeks for you to see the value in me, and I don't care if you say, but I'm not looking for that. And I'm like, if you're not looking for that, that's fine, that's cool. We could be acquaintances, but I can't give you something that other people want. Because there's a lot of people that want my friendship. There's a lot of people that want the benefits that I offer.
Right.
Why would I give you those benefits and you don't have to pay in, but everybody else is paying into those benefits?
I look at friend zone like a four-way stop sign, like a four-way stop, and the light is broken, right? So you get that little crossing guard man.
Yeah.
And so you sitting there and you have the right of way, like, I was here first. The idea behind this is first come, first serve. You just monitoring to make sure.
Yeah.
But
There's
he
no
puts
accidents.
up, he puts up the stop sign in front of you, and he waves the next car through. And then that car leaves, it's empty over there. He still holds that stop sign because he waiting on the next car, so he can wave that one through too.
Mm.
Now, if you are the weird person, and I'm gonna call you weird because that's weird. If you're the weird person who would wait for him to wait for the second car just to pass you up, then maybe you somebody who can be in the friend zone.
Mm.
I, on the other hand, would have ran that person over, hit him and the stop sign, reverse back, and be like, please don't do this no more. Why would you do this?
But that's the thing is, a lot of people, and I'm like, yes, men and women do the same thing. Like, we'll use the girl for her benefits. Like, there are certain girls that we'll use just to sleep with. But they're wanting more. They knew they want more. You knew they wanted more. But you'll play them like, man, could possibly one day be more. Now, there's the other way of vice versa. Women do the exact same thing. All I'm saying is, bro, if I'm not getting what I want, you can't get what you want. Bottom line, I don't care how you want to look at it. Oh, well, you shouldn't want those benefits, or those benefits are special. If they were that special, nobody would get the benefits unless they were married.
How I look at it, I'm gonna tell you like this. Look, you are that special to every other person who accepts those terms. I personally don't value you that highly to be put on the shelf until I wiggle my way out of your friendship clutches. Like, no, I'm not gonna be Toby over here. I'm your man. No, you my friend. I'm your man. I'm not gonna do it.
Like, okay. And I know this is one thing that a lot of people don't want to talk about. The difference between men being in the front and women being in the friend zone, it would be like, because at least if the guy is not the one in the friend zone, he's getting some of the things he wants. The woman can be getting a lot of things, she just ain't got the relationship.
Right. You
can get all the benefits and perks, but the name of it is not a relationship.
That sound like the Garden of Eden, bro. You can get every tree out here except that one.
Now,
and you know what happened? Her snake homegirl that pulled up on you and said, "You can be his girl." No, you could. Here, girl, just tell everybody you his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then he kicked you out of the Garden of Eden like, she crazy. She crazy.
Man.
And now she got to
go. People don't want to really say it like it truly is. Okay, look at it like this. If I want this, I don't care if you say sex is not the most important thing.
It's not.
To some people, it's not.
To most people.
No. Depending on age and things like that, sex is very important. But
from 25
in your 20s,
and down.
Sex was the number one.
I say 25 and down. It didn't. That thought process for people that I know, it don't make it to 30.
Okay, by the time you make it to 30, you realize, man, I gotta work. I gotta get out here and handle business. I can't just enjoy myself.
Right.
Because if I'm just over here wilding out, stroking everybody,
No.
business ain't being made unless you a prostitute or a gigolo, however you want to say
Whatever
it.
you want to look at it.
But
It is what it
I'm just saying, as a friend, I don't want to be the person that is getting all the stuff I don't want. That's like, I have a plate here with all the great food, but the only thing I can eat on there is the peas and carrots.
Yeah.
It's like, there's a steak, there's shrimp, on mashed potatoes with gravy.
You forgetting the most upsetting part of friend zone. She offered you peas and carrots, and it's your plate, and she like, I don't worry about it. Jeremy cool. You want his steak? No, he can't have the steak. Well, I just met him tonight, and I think he cute, so I'm gonna offer him your steak.
And
that's what friend zone is to me. Like, hold up, I put in all the work. I literally cooked the steak. Like, when you was like, the worst part about friend zone is a female will literally complain to you about a guy who's eating steak.
like, bruh, I don't want to hear about steak.
I don't want to hear about him. I don't. And then expect you to, if you don't sit there and cater to these feelings.
I'm pouring out my heart to you.
And you don't even care. What type of friend are you? I'm a terrible one. I didn't want to be here.
I didn't want to be your friend.
I didn't want to be here.
But like I say, on the back end, that's a lot of dudes' fault because you accepted that role.
Yeah.
You accepted the lesser position, like, oh, well, I'm okay with just being your friend because somebody told you it's best to be friends. No. I want the whole thing. Okay, if I don't get unlock all the doors at once, that's fine. But you're not going to tell me I can't unlock these doors.
I don't want everybody to have a key but me. It's like everybody can use the escape hatch or the elevator, but I always got to take the stairs. And I'm your friend. You like, send him straight to the 9th floor. And then be like, you my friend, take the stairs.
You got to take the long way around.
Girl, he trash, but I just wanted him on the elevator. And I just let him on up to do his thing. And then, whatever happened to Brian? Oh, girl, he's still climbing them stairs.
Mm-hmm.
He's still climbing them stairs.
He's going to get the prize at the end.
He's going to be my man.
The same prize that everybody else got.
Exactly.
And people don't want to talk about that.
I was just like, nah. So, the question is, how do you get out of the friend zone? How you do it?
Don't ever get in.
Value yourself.
Yeah.
If you do end up in the friend zone, no, I don't belong here. I'm in the wrong space. And then if she gets saying, why you got to be like this? Why can't we just be friends? Because I don't need more friends. I can make a friend every day of the week. Easy. It's a small conversation and a couple things I like.
So here's my question to you. What is the actual difference between a true friend and someone you're a boyfriend or girlfriend? Besides the sexual intimacy and sexual chemistry, all that.
Well, it's layers to it.
Like
there's
what?
Certain things that Ronnie would know that you would know.
And why is that?
Because there has to be a wall. It's not intentional. Like, it just is what it is. I can't give you all of it because I gotta. Hey, but
that's for that person that is boyfriend girlfriend.
Right. She's in the she stands to lose the most if I fail. So I have to divulge more information to her.
You're talking about for your wife. We're talking about in the friend zone, boyfriend girlfriend.
Oh, you're talking about boyfriend girlfriend.
Yes.
My
now,
bad.
if it's wife, that's a completely different game.
Boyfriend girlfriend. In my mind, it's not really much.
Exactly.
Like, don't get me because you can't even say like, oh, sex. No, sex is something that you can get from your homegirl. You can get it from a girl who not your homegirl. Like, hey, you just a chick. I'm a guy. We can make it happen. Like, and that's honesty.
So when I think about the friend zone, I'm just saying for me, when I think about friend zone, it's basically a lot of people that were just like, bruh, you not attractive or you not my
And just
cup of
say
tea.
that.
You just, but I still want all the things that you have to offer. But I'm not trying to sleep.
This is how it is. You see, there's certain things that people like about people. For the physically attractive people,
Yeah.
there is no friend zone. They the
True.
VIP, they the skip line at the club, right?
Yeah.
But for the ugly people, you the ugly person, but you got money. So it's like you can pay to get in the skip line, but these cute people got here free before 11. Okay?
Yeah.
You can pay to get into the skip line, but I really just want to tell you don't come to this club. But I ain't got the balls to just say that.
So you think that's one of the big issues?
One of the big issues is, all right, I'm gonna break it all the way down. They don't value your time because you give it to them too easy.
Okay.
Anything easy will not, if it's too easy, they instantly try to diminish its value. You know what I'm saying? If you go to work and do your job, the only thing they're going to give you is more work.
Yeah.
But let that person who's doing all that work complain every day, and you'll see his paycheck rise. Because, yeah, it's easy to get him to work, and that's what we like, but it's hard to get him to shut up unless you give him $1.
Okay.
The squeaky wheel gets the oil. So if you somebody who, okay, you don't find me very attractive. Cool. I don't find you very appealing to be around if you don't find me attractive, because what I wanted to do with you was be with you. I can't be with you. Let me help you. Go find the attractive person that has a terrible attitude that you don't like, that has the this, the that, the other girls, whatever you got going, that you really in love with. Go
Yeah.
be with them. But I like talking to you. I like talking to myself. I like talking to girls who like me. I don't have time. Time's the only thing I can't get back. And I don't want to spend my time listening to your problems like I care. I'm not your man.
But
Go home.
But I guess the main reason I say this is because if you look at all the ways people talk about, oh, well, this is supposed to be my friend first.
I don't care about your friends. I don't want to be your friend.
So basically what you're saying, essentially, if we both not getting what we want,
then we don't get nothing. Let Ford
end of the friend zone.
let Apple and Macintosh, not Apple, but Apple and is it Mac? It's not Macintosh.
Ooh.
Dang it, Bill Gates.
Sony? Oh, Gateway?
Sony's not Gateway. It's Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Let Apple and Microsoft merge. If both of them don't meet on terms, and that's even in title, like, are we gonna be
Apple K.
Apple, or are we gonna be micro Apple?
Micro Mac.
Like, what are we gonna be? Because we got to determine the title. Because I can't not be in the equation. Like, my company is big, your company is big. We coming together. They ain't gonna be like, well, let's just be friends. Let's just share customers, share this space, not come at each other's throats. Let's just no. They're gonna be like, if we gonna merge, then we gonna merge. If we not gonna merge, then you competition, and that's the whole way it is. If you and a chick get to a point where, okay, I see more for us and you don't see what I see, then there's an instant conflict of interest. Get out early. Don't do the compromising. No. What I wanted from you, I can't get. What you want from me, you can't get. Because I'm not going to sit here and be happy that you happy, not making me happy. That's not what I intended.
Yeah, I should accept that you happy. I'm not
Yeah,
happy.
we're friends, so you should be happy with that. Like Luca on Grownish. I don't know what happened in the end. I haven't seen the last episode, but you know what I'm saying? He comes through and he's really putting in work to get with the Zoe girl. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got common interests. He likes you, this, that, but you want Aaron. And now she said, you're my creative soulmate to Luca.
If you don't go,
I'll be like, she's like, I can't live without Aaron. Why? What does Aaron do for you outside of give you issues? Or when we were dating, jump in my way. He does nothing. So you know what? Because Luca at this point then got with her, got a popping clothing line, helped her get like a internship and all kind, like put her on. But that's my friend. And Luca got this. I got this. I want her. I was like, Luca. I was Luca. First thing I'm gonna do is be like, all right, well, I can't take back the whole clothing line deal that we got because it's mutually beneficial. But all this clicking up, linking up, like, no, it's business. If I got something, if I got a tire to change, I'm not coming to see you. I don't want nothing to do with you.
You know what that reminds me of? The movie It. You remember what was the big boy name on
I
It?
can't tell you.
I forgot his name. He worked hard trying to get the girl. The only girl in the group. He worked hard. He wrote her poetry, all this stuff. She was all happy and excited.
Gave all the credit to another.
And gave it to another dude. And like the other dude was no help. He basically was gonna leave her. The big dude ended up kissing her to actually break her out of the trance at the end of the movie and was like, hey, you know, I've been wanting you forever. I'm the one that did all this. At the end, she ends up talking to the other dude.
Yeah. That lets you know. Value yourself. The man you want don't want to kiss you. I don't want to kiss you. I don't care if it's saving you.
Yeah.
If he ain't going to do it and he the one you got interest in, hey, when the next little girl get trapped, hopefully she feeling me. You got to set bro, like treat relationships like you doing crime. Not everybody, you ain't going to rob a bank with everybody. You'll go to work with anybody.
Yeah.
But you ain't going to rob a bank with everybody.
Yeah.
When you dealing with the person you going to end up being with, ask yourself, would I rob a bank with you? Would I hit up a 7-Eleven at gunpoint and you sitting in the car as the getaway driver? Because if not, then you don't want her, bro. And that's just flat out, bro. Because if I can't put you in the situations where it's all or nothing, if I for 1 second have an inkling in my mind that you gonna drop the ball on me for no reason, no, I'm out.
Yeah.
No. So, can I rob a bank with you? If I can't rob a bank with you, you can keep me in the friend zone. The friend you never see. The distant friend. I'm just being real.
She say he just a friend.
So, do you believe everything happens for a reason, aka destiny? Or do things happen and we just make reasons after the fact? Like, try to connect everything. And then, you know.
I would say I'm on the fence with it.
Right.
Because I do believe certain things could be what, you know, some people would say preordained. Like, people know like, God knows the beginning, knows the end of your life.
Right.
But I think that part of it is like, okay, you have different paths you could go on. You could go down this one path. It's a straight path, get from A to Z quickly. Some people is like, oh, well, I like to go all the other loops and turns and things like that. And I think that's your choice. Those are the things I think just happen. Now, if you go that way, this may happen. If you keep straight, this will happen if you keep straight. But if you go to the left, it changes a whole different view, a whole different direction. So I'm like, I think some things are what you would say destiny, and then certain things you just cause yourself. That's like, if I get up right now and I stub my toe, I could cuss, I could not cuss. Mm-hmm. It's not that I was going to stub my toe, but I stubbed it right now. It's basically my choice what comes out of my mouth.
My question is, okay, it's not the reaction to stubbing the toe. It's more so the stubbing the toe.
So
was that fate? Were you fated right then to stub your toe? And if you did stub your toe and it wasn't fated, but you could figure out enough reasons as to why, like, man, it's destiny. I was meant to stub my toe right there.
Well, I mean, it could be you were destined to stub your toe right there. But right now, I got my shoes off.
Right.
It was my choice whether I have my shoes on, have my shoes off.
Right.
If I stub my toe with my shoes on, I'm not gonna feel it. But now if I stub it with my shoes off, like, okay, leads down this trickle effect.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't think that part would be destiny. I think that's just what's the word I'm looking for? It's just
cause and effect.
Yeah, cause and effect. Something that just happened.
So I don't really prescribe to the idea of destiny or soulmates or any of that. I prescribe to an idea of it's only destiny if you decide to do it. Destiny. If we continue with the podcast, we're either destined to be great or destined to fail. Like, those are the only two options. That's like, like, hey, it's only going to go one or two ways. And then it's also, or you could be ultimately successful, and that could be just because you have certain viewpoints, right?
Okay.
Me getting up and doing it, to me, is successful. It's like, I said I was going to do it, and I've done it. So technically, I've completed the task I set forth. I'm successful.
Okay.
When it comes to, like, you know, like I said, when it comes to destiny, I don't fully, like, when people say God knows the beginning and the end, I really do believe he knows the beginning and the end, because he already told you the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
You were born, you will die. Like, there's no stopping that, as far as we know currently, because scientists have been switching a lot of stuff. It's a lot of.
But they haven't beat that one.
You ain't. Just saying.
Nobody's beat death yet.
I don't know if they do beat death. I don't know if you want to be the person to assist them with beating it, like to join that team. You know what I'm saying? Because technically, spoiled milk ain't dead. It's just spoiled. That's all I'm saying. It tastes nasty to drink, I'm sure.
Okay. Got a scenario for you, because I believe certain things are destiny. Like me and my wife getting together. The way things happen with anyone else, it will never happen.
I'm just, but
like.
So you're saying, because
in that case, I would have to say it would have to be destiny, because, okay, for example, if we start back from me and my wife first talking, my thing is, I've always been, you can ask anybody that's ever talked to me. You tell me no, that's it. I'm moving around. I don't have time for you to decide one day and all that kind of stuff. I gave her my number. She was like, oh, well, she's in a relationship and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. Forgot all about it. And I was like, okay. Went on about my life. Then, all of a sudden, the day that she came up here with her friends and all that kind of stuff, I was kicking with some other girls and all that other kind of stuff. Went back over there with my cousin and everything. Then all of a sudden we still ended up talking a little bit. She was upset. I don't like stank attitudes. I don't like people. If you over here upset, you in the corner, I'm going to be like, I'm going to leave you alone, going about my business, because I don't have time for that.
Right.
But yet I end up entertaining her because she was feeling down. Then on top of that, like I said, she told me no. I was like, oh, okay, she in a relationship. Actually, she was engaged. And I'm like, oh, so that's a definite no for me, because I'm not about to work for nothing with no other dude. One about my business. Then all of a sudden, like, what was it? Probably 2 months later, she hit me up out of the blue. I don't answer unknown numbers, but for some strange reason, I answered hers. We talk day in, day out, sun up to sun down. Like, we talked about everything. I don't talk to people that I don't trust. The people that know me, really know me, I could name on one hand who know real stuff about me. She wasn't supposed to be one of them. Then all of a sudden we end up getting together. I had a roster.
Most men have a roster.
Like,
Most men who fit the script, they have a roster.
yeah, but the thing was, I had a roster. She was not the number one person on the roster because she was long distance. I don't do long distance.
So she old school AT&T. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't do that. Then all of a sudden, all these things just come into play. Oh, all of a sudden, girls start falling off, and I start cutting people out. She's still here, down for me, still riding for me. We went through our ups, downs, all that, and yet she still was right here with me. Mm-hmm. I don't think that was a coincidence because I've given her a lot of opportunities to be like, oh, well, I don't want to put up with. And by right, she should have left. Same, vice versa. But yet we still...
I'm going to tell you like this. At every point of tension, there was a fork. Right?
Okay.
You could choose to take the other road. Like, you could have... The same, like, hey, we got to this point. I like you. Cool, but I got a man. I'm actually engaged. That's a point of tension because your intention is to, hey, I want to talk to you. Her intention was, I want to be faithful.
But
so you veered from like, okay, well, you're not on the market for me, and you went the other way. She went on with her life, saw the grass wasn't that green, and found herself back at that same intersection.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to test this out? That's a decision. I'm just saying every one of those was a decision made.
All I'm saying is how many coincidences does it have to be before it to be a pattern of this is supposed to happen?
Probability. How many times do you got to play the lotto to win?
First of all, I know people that play the lotto all the time. Everybody got old school person in their family that don't miss the lotto.
And you should.
And still
if you have that type of faith, then I believe just as much as you believe.
And that's cool.
Because probability is you'll get something. I'm not saying you're going to get jackpot, but you'll get something.
But there's been people that have only played the lotto one time.
And hit. I don't feel like you were fated to win the lotto. I feel like you played.
So your probability out of all the other people.
Your probability is still the same as everyone else's. It's just it hit. I don't feel like it's not fate. It's like it's always a fork. If you play the lotto, there's two roads you've agreed to take. You've changed like an infinite to a binary. Either you're going to win with this ticket or you're going to lose.
Okay.
If you win, you win. If you don't win, you lost. That's it. So your probability is just as great as everybody else's, but the fact that you hit don't change the probability. The probability is still the same. Because just because you won don't mean millions upon billions didn't lose.
So how many probabilities does it take for you to be like, this is fate? Or will you just not say it's fate because there's possibility of a probability?
Only destiny that I agree with and I see is death.
But that could be the reason why you'll never see it, because that's the only thing you see. The only thing, destiny, you believe you will live, you will die. That's destiny.
Right. Everything in between
that
is fluid.
Is destiny. That you will live, you will die. Is your destiny to live and die.
Right.
So then why can't that be considered fate with everything else then?
No.
Because I'm saying...
You were born.
Yeah.
There was a chance that another sperm could have did it, but you were born. Congratulations. You made it.
So what about those people that just disappeared, that some people say aliens abducted them or things like that?
What does that mean? I'm not going to say it was your destiny to get abducted by an alien. Probability is they're probably going to be somebody in that field or probably going to be somebody in that house, and I myself as an alien need somebody. So I know if I go in there and take a nigga, he gonna be gone. Like this not like, but I also know that alien, unless he has some life changing technology, he ain't gonna hold that human forever. That
All I'm saying is, at some point in time, you gotta look at it as this just can't be the same probability. Like, okay, I got an example. Like, we both know Randy. That's our online brother.
Right.
So, me and Randy are, I would say our fates have been entwined for years. Because no matter what, you can't keep saying it's probability. Okay, for example, I was born October the 2nd.
Right.
He was born October 3rd. I was born that night. He was born that morning.
Right.
Okay. We were born at the same hospital.
Okay.
Then I'm like, okay. Years later, never knew this man. I played for the Oak Cliff Cowboys. Mm-hmm. He played for the Oak Cliff Raiders.
Okay.
We played against each other all the time. Never met this man. Okay. We fast forward, going to college. He went to UNT. I went to UNT. That's where we actually met up. And then when we talk about each other, bro, I've been knowing you all my life, but didn't know I knew you all my life.
So there was a great probability that you two would have an interaction that would lead you two to be friends, because you had so many opportunities to where you just missed each other.
Bruh, after so many opportunities, you're not going to sit here and tell me all these scenarios.
Let me say it like this. So if you walk into a pack of women, right?
Okay.
And all of them think you're ugly.
Okay.
Right? But
that ain't gonna happen, but okay.
I'm just saying. But there's 100 women and there's 10 men. Right? Okay. That's it. That's all. All 9 men have been taken and they're faithful. So now you have 91 women.
Okay.
And 1 man. Probability dictates that of those 91 women, you will have one. One of them gonna come up and be like, look, that's all we got. And I keep seeing him. I can't get none of the 9 that I actually like. I'm going to have to find something to like.
Hang on. Because now we got to go back to that. Because if we talk about statistics now, yeah, it's 60% of the men that are not talking to women like that. They are not getting women like that. It's 40% of the men sleeping with all the women. That is factually proven. So, with that being said, of them 9 men, how many of them 9 men are double dipping? She may not like he double dipping, but he double dipping. Yeah, how many of them women going with other women?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, all these other things.
So
you could
probability,
still be that
like I'm saying, but if the probability was
there are more women in this world than men,
right?
So you should be happy with what man you got. If we're going statistic wise.
I'm just saying, as a guy, if you shoot your shot, there's a good probability that you're going to hit your target. I don't care what you look like. You can look like the gum on the bottom of my shoe, bro. Go out there and stay focused on you get your bread right. I don't care what happened. You going to win. I can guarantee it.
I'm just saying.
It's too many women be like, he ugly, but he sure can dress. I'm just saying facts, dog.
But
you increase your chances.
Is that one person?
You increase your chances.
Probability? Is that
it's probability?
Or is that
you increase
fate?
You increase the odds.
You gonna get somebody.
No. It's probability. It's the odds are in your favor because hey, it's a lot of them that don't have, and I am what they want. So all I got to do is show a little initiative, and I can have it.
But I guess what I'm saying is, how I look at it is, you will never say it's fate because you're going to always find a way to throw a probability in there. Except when it's about life and death. That's the only way you said, I believe in fate.
That's the only way.
So if you believe in
What
it for this one thing, why wouldn't it be the other thing?
What start will end? I believe if I start to roll a can at the end of this table, fate would tell me if I pushed it hard enough, it's gonna fall off the other end. Or if I didn't push it hard enough, it'll stop somewhere on this path.
Okay.
But it will roll because I pushed it.
Okay.
Now, there's a probability in there though that hey, Jeremy comes in, sees the can roll, and be like, "Oh, I want some soup." Picks it up, throw it in the pan, and eat it. I can't predict that, but I can't say, "Man, it's fate," because, bro, you had a can of soup on the table right at the time when I was hungry, dog. That's crazy.
Okay.
That's a false correlation.
That reminds me of the story of the professor that didn't believe in God, and he was like, he was arguing with his student about it. And he was like, okay, he had a pencil, and every time he was like, okay, if God does exist and everything, then this pencil wouldn't hit the ground. Every time he would knock the pencil off and would hit the ground. Every time. But then one time he says, if God doesn't exist, man, this pencil wouldn't hit the ground. He knocks it off and lands in his shoe. That one time, is that probability or is that fate? That, hey, it didn't. You didn't say how many times it would take for it to hit the ground. You said they wouldn't hit the ground. They would hit the ground. So that one time.
One thing I do get tired of is cheap parlor tricks for faith. Like, okay, like really. I keep knocking over this pencil and God's going to have to stop it. Like, so the supreme being, because that's what I believe God is, the supreme being, the one who orchestrated everything. Because if you look at the world, look at it from space, everything is it happens in time. Everything is time precisely. The gazelles eat the grass, the lions eat the gazelles, the lions die, they feed the grass, the cycle continues.
True.
It just keeps going.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of looking at all this amazement that is and understanding that usually when something this good comes out, somebody designed it, bruh. True. The Red Octobers ain't just show up on the shelf someday. Yeezy had to make them boys exist. The Jordans, somebody had to come to, hey, that needs to be. So when I say cheap parlor tricks for faith, what I want people to understand is you're not that important.
And that's true.
I as the student could watch you and be in full faith of God and everything. And I'm going to let the pencil fall too. Because if your faith is so easily swayed by pencils, you don't need to be in this Christian thing. I believe it.
And that's true. 100%. But, or it could have just been God like, man, let me go on. Real quick, let me go on.
But
because they always, even.
That's making read. My thing is either you believe or you don't.
Yeah.
Ain't no, oh, well, see, God shows you. No, God, I don't feel like God shows you at all. He brought you into the world. You exist. That should be the signature of God.
Only reason I say this is because, they also say his ways are different from ours as heaven is from earth.
Right.
I don't know how God thinks. I don't know what he decides to do. Like, I think God look at us as a whole bunch of TV shows. Let me see what he doing today, man. See what he doing. Oh, well, I don't feel like watching TV today. Let me go and handle some other stuff. Yeah. But that could be, I could be 100% wrong in every capacity. But no one here, no one here has actually talked to the man and been like, hey, bruh, this is what you want. This is what you should do. All that. So how I look at it is like, why wouldn't he just, I'm petty. Why wouldn't God just be like, just let me go. It ain't going to even be nothing. Just even a glimpse of a thought.
Just to make you second
guess just to make you mad. Like for that one person was like, God. And it was like, I just felt like being petty right then. I ain't had to. I'm just saying, why not?
When I look at, I just don't see that. I'd be like, because I look at how I operate.
Okay.
I don't care enough, bro.
But
Like-
look at like you said this. You said he knows when you live, when you die.
Yeah.
If I know everything, why would I be uptight about anything?
And that's why I'm like, why would I? If I know the beginning and the end of your story, why would I stop the pencil?
Because
Not,
why
well,
can't
first
you
of all,
just be like,
I ain't gonna go on no super religious tangent,
Yeah,
but
we
I will
ain't.
say this though. Was it the Pharaoh's fate to endure what he endured because he wouldn't let the people go? Or was it probability? Like,
no, it was his choice. You could.
was it his choice?
It was his choice.
So did God not harden his heart?
No. Because the thing was, it was supposed to be
He
because
hardened the Pharaoh's heart. Go read it.
after
No.
that
I have
wasn't before.
hardened the Pharaoh's heart.
No, because the whole thing was
Okay.
when Moses came to talk to the
I
man.
hear
Okay, we're going to get all in
I'm
deep
just
into
saying,
this.
go
I don't
read
mind
it.
talking about it, but
Go
I'm just saying.
read. I mean, I know you read it. Most likely, the probability that you read more of the Bible than I have is very, 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 very high. Okay, I'll just let you know off bat. You've done it. I know you've done
It's
it.
been a minute.
But I was listening to that part, and the dude said, "I hardened Pharaoh's heart." So even if he wanted to change, he couldn't because I've hardened his heart. He's fated. He's my example
of fate.
of fate. But he also said, "I will do no more." Because any logical man, you tell me, okay, I just turned that whole river into blood, and it stinks. The fish have died. It's funky, and the man did that by sticking a staff in the water.
Yeah.
And he told you, "I will bring plagues upon your house. There will be frogs. There will be boils. There will be." The first thing I'm gonna do is be like, "Bro, let them go." You act like I can't go over here and invade some other stuff and get some more people. Let them go. Get them up out of here. I don't care. I'm not. He got a level of plex and power that I can't match that energy. I don't want to get your magicians or your doctors. All y'all fired. Let them people go. It takes somebody forcing me to buy.
You know what? Wrap this up, B.
Wrap that up. Wrap that up.
We'll find something else.
We got some more people. I can find somebody else. Is it okay to keep secrets from your spouse?
At some point in time, I'll say it like this. Sometimes, yes, you should. Because certain things, you should know what your spouse can truly handle versus what they cannot. Now, is it okay for you to lie to them? No.
So you don't believe secrets is, because in order for it to be a secret, it's something either you withheld or openly denied in spite of the truth. Like I didn't tell you the truth, and no matter what your reason is,
now,
you lie.
I'll say it like this, and this is just my belief.
Mm-hmm.
If you sit here and tell me, you tell your spouse every single detail,
right? You lying.
I don't think you gonna be married too long. Whether it's man or woman, I don't care.
No,
like at some point in time, certain things you should shut up about. Now, are we talking about the moral of would you ever lie and all that stuff? It's like, baby, I'm not going to lie to you about things that we have to face together.
Right.
If we gotta face these things together, baby, I'm gonna face it. I'm gonna be honest with you, let you know what's up.
Clear cut.
But there's no way I'm gonna sit here and tell you some stuff that you truly don't need to know. That's like, I'm gonna get a grenade, throw it in my own house, and be like, everybody look out. I'm like, bruh,
why'd you throw it in here?
Why'd you throw it in here in the first place? It's like, that's dumb to me. And people always talk about, honesty. Yes. I understand. We supposed to be trying to be more God-like. I ain't him. I ain't there yet. I ain't close to there yet.
I haven't reached it.
Like, God had a lot of things he could do. God is Alpha Omega. He could do it all. He didn't give me that. He give me that power. If he gave me that power, I'd be like, baby, this is why I told you what I told you. I'm sorry. Oh, you're sorry? Okay. How often does that happen in your relationship?
When it comes to me, should you keep secrets from your spouse? My thing is dependent on severity.
Yes.
If it's gonna put you in harm's way, or if it should come back and the truth is revealed, you're gonna be in a terrible either mindset or play like, okay, let me stop this. Let me let you know. Because ultimately, I have to give you what you need in order. Because one, I don't want you to be embarrassed. I don't want nobody. For my wife, I don't want nobody to feel like they got a leg up on my wife.
True.
So yeah.
And I don't know how you just mess yourself up, bro. But I agree with you. Like, there should be no one that has ammunition or anything over your wife to be able to disrupt your household, anything of that nature.
You can't do it. I'd be like, no.
But I'm like, some people be like, oh, well, you should never lie. You should never say anything that was bad about anything. Like, that don't work in life.
It don't. I'd be like, no, I can definitely do all that you just said I can't do. I can do all that. My thing is, should you keep it? Depend if what you got to say is big enough to be called a secret, then it's a problem. Because okay, what would you consider a secret? Would you consider like me winning the lotto and winning millions upon millions of dollars, and I force my wife to stay in a shack? That's a secret.
That's messed up.
That's messed up. But I'm secretly a millionaire, and I could change our lives for the better. Or if I secretly got a whole nother wife and 10 kids down the road that you don't. That's a secret. If I walked up and I picked up $20 off the ground and I don't tell you about it, it's not because I'm keeping a secret. It's only $20. Like something, it has to reach us. Okay. We got to determine.
I got one for you.
What is a secret?
This reminds me of that. Why did I get married? Okay, when there was a couple in there, the older couple. The thing is the baby died because the wife did not buckle in the seatbelt and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, with Janet and
Janet and her. I forgot his name. Dude off of Soul Food.
Yoba, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's Yoba.
So the thing is, let's put the scenario in there. Nobody knew but her that she didn't buckle the seatbelt in correctly.
Right.
Would you tell your spouse that you were the reason, or would she just be like, because it was a car crash that killed the child? Right. It was just because the seatbelt was not 100% correctly. Now, knowing that this could truly destroy your household, and knowing that you're already 100% messed up about it, would you be like, hey, that's the secret? Would you tell your spouse, whether you're male or female, the reason that our child is dead because I didn't buckle it in? It's either yes or no.
It's not either yes or
yes,
no.
Yes, it is.
I mean, for that part, I would have to tell you.
You would tell.
I would have to.
Knowing that it would destroy everything.
I would tell knowing that if I didn't tell, it would destroy everything.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I could do it.
It's not, because you got to look at it. The psychological of holding that for that long, you'll be bitter. I mean, I can't say everybody, but there's a level to it where if I maintain and hold on to this for that long, and I know deep down that I'm the cause, and this guilt gonna build up to this to that, and like it's first of all your actions and how you operate. Should you have another kid, will tell the story. They'd be like, because he'll be like, it's time to go, and you be like, I gotta wait, I can't leave right now. I gotta check this seatbelt. If you don't do nothing else today, I gotta check the seatbelt. Well, we getting out of the car. Well, let me make sure the seat's still good. He gonna be like, why?
Because we lost
We lost a child to a seat, but we lost a child to my negligence.
Yes, but knowing that that actually happened, you more than likely in the
100%.
scenario you lose it all,
Bro.
and then
You gonna lose it all.
He lost
regardless.
his life.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, bro, life too short. Don't walk around with I can understand a few skeletons in your closet, but nigga, when you walk around with the Jolly Green Giant skeleton in your closet, that's a lot of weight. It's gonna be hard to move and get past that one. I didn't buckle the seat, and most time it's intent. Like, if you was in a rush and you didn't buckle the seatbelt because you was in a rush, you had your priorities screwed up. You thought getting to where you was going in a timely fashion was more important than you getting there safely.
Okay.
Issue. I always tell my wife, whatever building you going to, gonna still be there. If it's not there, it wasn't meant for you to go there. Because it wasn't a good establishment. Just all how I feel.
Like,
but I don't know.
That's kind of a hard
that
one
magnitude
for me.
that magnitude too high to be trying to hold that one.
Like, ooh, that's like, and that's a question that the fans can answer too. Be honest with yourself, because more people I think would try to keep it than actually.
I feel like a keeping secret. Oh, the girl at work and shot a shot at you. You turned her down, but you often to go see her every day for as long as you keep that job. So she gonna get multiple opportunities throughout the year to shoot her shot, and she just waiting for the chink in the armor.
Yeah,
she's just waiting for your wife to send you to work with a bad day, and she just so happened to bring the pineapple upside down cake. She just so happened to bring it with the tight dress and the top that's 2 buttons too low cut, and you gonna be like, I ain't gotta do this. I ain't gotta deal with this woman. That you right, have some cake. So yeah, I mean, like,
man,
now, I'm just saying.
Speaking of that, I was talking to my mama about that. What was it? I think it was like a couple of weeks ago, and she was talking about, oh no woman cooked for my man. I'm like, but what if they just brought it to work? No woman cooked for my man. I was like, even if it's like no, it doesn't matter.
Don't get me wrong. I think it's absurd. Like, that's, but if you playing it safe and you look, she in there cooking for your husband, and especially if she cooking solely for him, it's like, I won't wake up early enough to make sure I got some and he got some, because I'm tired. But this woman who at his job then woke up, and instead of putting a banana and an apple in a bag just for herself, she gonna fix him a Subway sandwich and gonna bring it to work. Knowing he hungry. Probably upset with his wife that she ain't cooked a thing. Man, she always send me here hungry.
Now, now, would that be more on, he shouldn't accept that gift? Or would that be,
no,
I'm going to just shut up?
My thing is, if you scared, prepare. If your fear is your man gonna leave you because another woman brought him a plate of food, make sure he have a plate of food. If your fear is my man gonna cheat on me because I don't sleep with him, then hey, I would suggest you sleep with your man. Yeah. Vice versa. If you scared that your wife gonna run off with the handyman plumber,
well, get to laying some pipe.
Lay some pipe. Learn about a P-trap. Go fix some stuff. All I'm saying is, if you scared, prepare. But if you know that whatever the value you provide for your relationship is great, it surpasses the reason the plumber in the house is because I'm too busy at work making the money to pay the plumber. If you know you got it like that, Why am I scared? If she messed you over, it was her fault, and she don't deserve to be in the position she's in. Vice versa. If you are somebody who like, I don't cook him food because when I go to sleep, his kids is fed. I pay my portion of rent. I do this, that, and the thing. We pretty much equals in this thing. When he wanted whatever he want outside of cooking, I do. Then I ain't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to look at it from your value.
I know they said a man. You know, the old school way was a man. A way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Well then, every man would be married to Mickey D's. I've yet to meet a man these days who ain't hit up a fast food joint more than they hit their wife up for a meal.
Yeah, I mean
that's why we, especially in the black community, that's why we obese and dying early, because we got side chicks. Our side chicks is Burger King, Arby's.
Like, they told me I have it my way.
Yeah, I asked them for something, they don't ever complain. They just go fix it.
All they said they love to see me smile,
and they want the exact same thing these women want: my money. Don't get me confused.
Dang.
But I'm just saying, from what these women online be saying, you need to pay my rent before you talk to me.
First of all, that's the dumbest thing ever.
What? I gotta. It's an application fee to talk.
I'm old. You can call me old. You can call me whatever. You can call me a cheapskate. You can call me broke. I don't care. I'm not giving you. I'm not paying your bills, and I got my bills at home just for your company. There's nothing you could offer me that valuable for me to pay your bills.
What I'm saying, I 100% agree with what you just said. And my thing is, if I wanted I wanted a prostitute, I know where they are. Like, it's not hard to find. But that's what I wanted. If I want it, and the rates are cheaper, I'm certain. I don't know how much they cost, but I know they don't cost your rent. If I just know that. Okay, so I ain't finna waste my time with you. Like, okay, you think I gotta pay you for that?
When people act like that's not prostitution, though.
I really hate when niggas try to justify it, like it ain't tricking if you got it. It is tricking.
Yeah.
And if you got it and you want to trick, that's fine. But don't try
that's your prerogative.
That's your prerogative.
Cool.
But if I view you as a trick for it, don't be upset with me. I ain't take none of your money.
Man, I'm a firm believer. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids.
Yeah, you tricking.
I ain't no kid.
You tricking.
So I don't want no tricks.
I don't want none of what you got.
Like,
if it put me in that position where if I meet a chick where I view it is okay for her to play me at this level. So,
okay.
It's a problem.
What about Nia Long or Carrie Hilson?
I don't care, bro. like I can say this with 100% certainty. I don't care who it is.
How fine you are.
It don't matter. You ain't gonna be fine forever. Don't get me wrong. It is good. It's really good. It ain't that good. I ain't tricking for a soul. Bump that. If I'm gonna pay anybody rent, it's gonna be mine. So if you want your rent paid by Brian Hunter,
living with me.
You need to be living with me. I'll get you an air mattress. You can sleep on the floor. AC and all that free, but you ain't gonna be getting nothing in your house that you bring another man up into from me. Not gonna happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not the end of time. Alcohol. Is it a truth detector or is it a crutch?
Well, I believe it's both. Like, I really hate when people use alcohol as a crutch, as far as saying, oh, the only reason I did that was because I was intoxicated. No. To me, I've been stupid drunk, I've been a little drunk, I've been white boy wasted, however you want to say it, the whole thing. Everything I did when I was drinking, I wanted to do. It's just, it made me like, I could blame it on the alcohol. It's like, Oh, that one busted up chick
And
that.
now you know everybody gonna be at your neck because you done told the truth. Because people like me who don't drink,
But
I
that's
don't
the
know.
thing
I
is, I
never.
don't care. Like my thing, I hate when people try to put blame on everything else than what you do. It's like, bruh, I knew I wanted that chick. I knew I wanted to talk to that chick. I just didn't want nobody to know I talked to that chick.
I
So
ain't been in that position.
bruh, like I said, when we talked about numbers and all that stuff,
Yeah,
your
understood.
numbers stopped way before mine.
Understood.
I'm
But
just saying.
I couldn't do it. Like, and it might be because I've been sober my entire life. That I just look. I can't do it. I don't see you. I don't find you attractive. I'm
Like
sorry.
I always like. Don't get me wrong. There's a difference. It for any dude or woman that's getting somebody so messed up they can't even remember what they did in the morning. This isn't for you. You are a garbage trash individual
Right.
at the highest degree. Like I'm not talking about that because some people will get somebody so drunk that it's
Take
like
advantage.
and take advantage of them. That is a different scenario. But when we talk about, oh, we were both drinking and you either mess with the dude or mess with the girl because y'all were drinking, you wanted to, but you were like, I needed something to give me that liquid courage. That's why they say alcohol is liquid courage, a truth teller, because you find out the truth about people. Oh, well, I got drunk and did a racist rant and all that stuff on TV. It's probably because that's what you were really
Yes, you
thinking.
be doing that all the time. You be doing racist rants, whether it's in your head or verbally. You do racist rants often. You just got drunk enough to
that you
let it out.
told people.
I don't care. I don't care what they think.
And that's why I say it's a truth detector. People be out here telling the truth, but then when they sober, hey, I ain't trying to get fired. They might as well put that disclaimer. Man, I ain't trying to get fired. I ain't trying to lose all my pension and everything or my friends.
Let me Jamie Foxx that. Let me blame it on alcohol. Let me Jamie Foxx that.
And that's what people be doing. Like you hear a lot of people, especially in college. There's a lot of people go to a party, be drinking a little. Oh, well, I just did it because I was intoxicated in the moment.
And then hit you with, you know what you did to me. See, that's what I mean. All the time. I'm drunk. All right, when you get sober, holler at me.
And that's
you ain't gonna do? No.
It took one instance for me. It took one instance, and I was like, you know what? No. I don't care. If you've been drinking, nah, you sober when you talk to me.
You sober when you talk to me.
Because I don't want no issues. I don't ever want it to be no, oh, well, I didn't really, hold up, no. I need to know what you actually want.
You want.
Like, not what you telling me you want.
I don't want you to have no scapegoats here. I don't need you to say what you want sober. And then if you go get drunk after that, that's totally different.
Yeah.
But you going to have to verbally say, I want this from that person while you're of sound mind and judgment, because I ain't finna play the game with you. That's why I really believe in contracts. Like, I just be like, look, before we go out tonight and none of that start, let's just go ahead. This is the contract. Just hit a check mark to those things that can happen. Hit a check mark or leave it blank if it can't.
It'd be real, but how many people gonna pull a contract out?
Like, bro, I just feel like
You're gonna sign that right
if we
there.
did, because a lot of people like, oh, well, I just feel like you ain't got no game if you doing it. I'm like, no, I got sense. Everybody want to make the proper and the smart thing to do. The dumb, the way that it ain't hip though, it ain't cool. I don't care about hip and cool. I care about, look, say it right now before we even walk out. I'm finna go buy this meal. I'm finna go put you in a nice car. I'm gonna take you to the hotel, whatever, da. But I see here that you left the knocking you down part off. It's not checked. My intent was to hit. I see you left that blank. when you ready to honor that portion of the contract, I'll be back. And then I'm gonna go take the same contract to somebody else, and I'm pretty sure you're like, yeah, I'm down with all that.
But that's where some people, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but some people are gonna say, well, it should be something special, magical that happens.
I hate like magical. Magicians are magicians. They tricksters. Ain't no magic. Ain't no magic. What you talking about? He got deception. Magic. Everybody got deception. You don't like contracts because your prerogative, your intent is to deceive people.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Magically, you the one. No. You put in work to be the one. Yeah. If you the one, you worked for it. Every female who got the man, congratulations. You get February 14th perks because you worked for February 14th perks. The chick who getting celebrated on the 15th, it was working through deception. Okay? That's why she got your man on the 15th and not the 14th. And she been working with it for so long, she don't know how to not work with it. So that's her fault. If you call Valentine's Day Single Awareness Month or something like that, you've been doing too much deceiving and you ain't believing in yourself. You don't know your value. You don't know your worth. Value yourself and go out there and give a man the truth and sign this contract. You can call it whatever you want to call it, but
I can see a contract.
If you up front with whoever you talking to from jump, if a chick walk up to a guy right now, I don't care who he is. If you walk up to a guy right now and be like, look, I find you attractive. If you take me out to eat, most likely you're going to hit. But I'm letting you know right now that I am attracted to you and I will pursue a relationship with you. And if you don't want a relationship with me, it's probably best we don't go down this route. He gonna sit back and be like, let me see if I like you like that. You get the truth gets you instant yeses and nos because the truth usually come in a yes or no question. Do you like me? Yes or no. That maybe is the problem. The maybe is the deception. That's the sleight of hand right there.
See, that goes into this thing that we have been talking about with thin line between love and hate.
No.
If she would have told him beforehand she was crazy.
I'm crazy. But she did tell him I'm crazy.
No. She didn't tell him that she was crazy where she killed her ex-husband.
She said
she was like, crazy. I've been hurt before. I can't be hurt again. You know how many people say that?
Yeah.
Like everybody says that. You cannot sit here and tell me you have not heard one woman not say that. I've been hurt before. Don't play with my heart. Every woman says that.
But women feel like women, everybody got to understand that each sex has their own jargon, bro. Like when a woman starts talking about heart, she wants that to mean something more than what it does. Because when I say heart, I'm talking about the vessel that pumps blood. That's really it. You know what I'm saying? If I tell you I think about you all the time, you should take that's higher than heart. I think about you all the time. That's different jargons from different people. Because a man equates effort to value. Because usually a man's been working his whole life. You've been cutting yards and switching tires and picking up dog poop your entire existence.
Yeah.
So the work I put in is what I expect out. So if a guy is willing to come up to you and talk to you and take you on a date, he put in work to get the money. He put in work to get the car. He put in work to get your attention. He's giving you effort.
Mm.
And he's saying, I'm willing to. Now, sometimes men put a lot of effort into their lifestyle. That's how you end up with 7 girlfriends. Because it wasn't the woman of value. It was the lifestyle. Just for y'all that's getting played out there.
Only reason I say this is because I hear everybody say the same thing. It's like, nobody want to be hurt, but they will play the game.
Yeah.
But you know when you play the game, more than likely, you have a chance of passing the stage or not.
Only way you beat Mario is to get good at Mario. Only way you get the man is to understand it. I can win. Friday, Mr. Witherspoon, right? Witherspoon.
Mm-hmm.
You win some, you lose some. That's it. No, I don't even want to go. I don't want to go past that. I don't want to give them the rest. I just want them to. You win some, you lose some, but you in the game. You fighting. Every encounter is a fight. Even a handshake is a fight, and I need people to realize that.
Yeah.
When you go talk to your boss and you want better work conditions, it's a fight. Don't go in and be like, they don't ever give us better. No. Tell him what you want. And if he don't give it, go back and tell him again. Because if he ain't, why should you be comfortable with my discomfort?
Yeah.
I don't see the point. I'm upset and I know I'm good. I know my value. I'm good. I can go anywhere and do this. I can go.
Same thing with the friend zone.
I can go anywhere. Like, don't get me wrong. My wife is absolutely amazing, but I can go with anybody and go be a husband. I've done it. I know how to do it. There's nothing. So, my moral code, one, and how I value myself is her greatest prize.
Yeah.
She don't need me down on my luck and not valuing myself, because then I don't keep my promises. Because what self-respecting man is going to go against his word? I'm not. It's in my code.
Yeah.
If I say it, I meant it. Done. I honor the code, and that's what gives me a blossoming marriage. I set this in place, and I intend for, because I have an overall arching goal, like I want to get to this point. So I do everything to get to that. And because I have that overarching goal, that leads to the happiness, that leads to the bounty, that leads to the everything. Like, you in the game. My wife is in the game. A lot of people be like, well, your wife should be the prize. No, you should be the prize.
Yeah.
Bettering yourself, the best you is, that's the best thing you can give anybody. If you sitting up here and you telling yourself you want to be, like, if you put yourself on the back burner all the time, you're going to burn yourself out. You're going to burn out your relationship. You're going to stop it. That's why I was telling you at the beginning, no, we got to change the narrative, especially as black men. You going through life and you put yourself on the back burner, so you feel like it doesn't matter what I do. You always feel like you already losing. Stop that. You winning. And if you're not winning, start winning.
Yeah.
Make you a priority. If you want to hit the gym, hey, you can cook dinner at 7 because I'm working out from 5 to 6. Well, I got some. I'm not saying I don't care, but I don't care. Like, you
don't care.
Because obviously if a woman is telling you to put yourself on back burner all the time, she don't care. And as much as she might believe she cares, or as much as he might believe I speak about women because I'm a man, but in relation, if you vice versa that, if a man puts everything about him and over you in a way that you can't do what he doesn't do for you, mm-hmm. If you can't move on your best behalf because the person you with keep putting hurdles in your way and derailing you from your better, greater self, that's what I consider a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to sever ties, but you need to state it plain. These are my terms, bro. Look. I'm supposed to be 5'5" with brown eyes and a fatty. That's what I'm supposed to be. That's what I want to be. That's what I'm going to be. And if I need to hit this gym to get that, then you ultimately, that's the best. That's what you want, right? Then you need to stop putting stuff in my way and stopping me from doing for me. Period. If you want a guy to buy you the Range Rover and the Birkin bag, stop putting stuff in his way that deter him from seeking that if that's what he wants. Don't be the problem.
Be the solution.
Be the solution. That's when the next time somebody asks you what do you brings to the table, I bring the solution. Whatever hurdles is in that man's way to stop him from being the best him, I'm gonna move him.
And that's how it should be.
That's what you
Like,
bring.
one of the things that a lot of times we talk about things from a man's perspective because we are men. Like, if we weren't men, we couldn't talk this way.
Right.
It's not saying nothing taking away from women or their value, because women offer a lot of value. It's just we're giving our perspective from our side of the table, where we stand. And I would tell any man, woman, anyone that is trying to do better for themselves, you should be the prize. You should be what people want. If it's always they want you, but you don't want them, then that's a great thing because you get to choose what you want.
Right.
Now, if it's always you want them, but they don't want you, bruh, all you gonna do is get the bare minimum of anything.
Let that situation go find your best situation.
Mm-hmm.
Look, if you told me that I gotta continuously rent a BMW just to drive it, but I can own the Honda, I'm gonna take the Honda.
Cause the Honda is mine.
The Honda is mine. Whenever I want the Honda to run, I turn it on. Now, if I'm renting, I gotta take this car back tonight. It might not be on the lot when I come next week. Mm-hmm. I might end up in a Honda anyway. Let me stop. Let me think. How can I make my situation better? With that, let's jump into shout outs.
So, as always, love to shout out my beautiful wife. Love you, baby. Check out her pages. Traces Like Mine, Yanni Like Mine, and Wasted Desires. They're all on Facebook, Instagram. WastedDesires.com is up. Check it out. Mm-hmm. They have a lot of things out there. They have waist beads, anklets, bracelets. They have things for women. Yanni Like Mine have feminine products, feminine cleaning products, shampoos, conditioners. Traces Like Mine, same thing. Shampoo, conditioner for your head. Is products by a black woman for black women. I know a lot of ladies say that, it has different things have a lot of harsh chemicals in them. A lot of her products, most of her products are organic. They are healthy for you. They actually do their job. Right. Also, shout out to Nate Price. That's our line brother, frat brother. He was also on the show. Mm-hmm. He is a personal trainer. Grit and Grind is his actual business. He actually puts work and effort into each and every one of his clients. Check him out. Also, shout out to Aretha. She has an actual storefront up in Northeast Mall. Is body contouring, body sculpting, basically helping women being the best women they could be.
Exceptional. Oh, that's it?
Yeah. The other one I'll just do last.
Okay.
Shouting us out.
Okay, cool beans. Mike, State of Being. He's over there on YouTube. Go check him out. If you like what he's talking about, you're going to love what he's talking about. If you don't like what he's talking about, at least hear him out. Okay? At least hear my family out. That's actual fam. Also, Tyler Bailey, Luxury Clothes by a Luxury Guy. I already told you his resume when it comes to the people who's been in his clothes is extensive. In all honesty, he could very well be on his way to a Gucci, to a Louis, to one of their levels, because the clothes he's bringing out, people do find value in. It's clothing and shoes I'm talking about. So when you see it, if you type in Tyler Bailey and go look at it, I'm almost 100% certain you're going to like what you see. D-Mac, he's a barber. He's out here in Dallas. If you need your haircut like I do, and I always do, which I should probably go see you, go check him out. He's on Instagram, Urban Cut Styles. and or you can look him up by DMAC. That's DMAC, and it's a dash in there. Believe me. Shout out my mama. Hey mom, how you doing? Shout out Jeremy mama. Hey Jeremy.
Hey mama.
Yeah, showing love. Who else? There's some people.
Oh, so we're gonna take the podcast around a little more. We're trying to get more out here to be more with the people, not just something for the people. So we're gonna go around. If we're in your neighborhood, feel free to check us out, like, subscribe, all those good things. Support us as we support the people, and the people is you. So if you have any questions, if you